We often think that eating less is good, especially as we get older, because we worry about gaining weight, high cholesterol, or elevated blood sugar. Many people even cut meat, fish, and eggs down to the bare minimum, replacing them almost entirely with vegetables and fruit. On the surface, this may sound reasonable, but in reality, drastically reducing protein comes at a steep cost to our bodies, especially to the muscles in our legs. Muscles not only help us walk with ease, they keep us balanced, protect our joints, and even play a role in our overall health. When protein is chronically lacking, muscles begin to shrink, strength fades, and our ability to move declines, often without us noticing until it is far too late. In today's video, we are going to explore why eating too little protein can make leg muscles waste away faster after 60, and how we can start protecting our leg strength right now. If you truly want to keep your steps steady and your independence for years to come, watch this video to the end. And don't forget to like, share with your loved ones, and subscribe so we can keep bringing you more valuable health insights. 1. Reduced muscle protein synthesis. Our muscles are not fixed, unchanging blocks. They are in a constant cycle of breaking down and building up every single day. Old muscle fibers are continuously broken down, while new ones are built to maintain strength and flexibility. When we are young, this process is balanced, sometimes even tilted toward building more muscle if we eat and exercise well. But after 60, the muscle-building pace slows significantly, while breakdown speeds up. This means that if we do not provide enough raw material, specifically protein, the scale tips rapidly toward muscle loss. Protein from food is broken down into amino acids, which are the building blocks for new muscle fibers. When there aren't enough amino acids in the bloodstream, the body is forced to take protein from our own muscles to support more vital functions, such as producing hormones, making enzymes, and maintaining immune defenses. The result is that muscles shrink day by day. Even though we may not notice the loss in the early stages, research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has shown that older adults require more protein than younger people to stimulate muscle building at the same rate. This is because aging muscle cells respond more slowly to protein, a phenomenon known as anabolic resistance. In simple terms, the same serving of chicken or salmon will build more muscle in a younger body than in an older one. So if we eat too little protein, our bodies have almost no chance to replace the muscle that is being lost. One way to picture this is to think about repairing a wooden bridge. If planks are damaged every day by termites, but we only supply the repair crew with a few new boards each week, the bridge will gradually weaken and eventually fail to hold the same weight as before. Our muscles work the same way without enough material. The structure will slowly collapse. The trouble is, this muscle loss happens quietly. At first, we may simply feel our legs tire faster on long walks or require more effort to climb a few steps. Later, even basic movements standing up from a low chair, keeping balance when stepping over something, or moving quickly to avoid a fall become harder. And the root cause is the body no longer having enough protein to keep muscles strong. The solution is not to eat a huge amount of protein in one sitting, but to make sure every meal contains enough high-quality, easily digestible sources that suit older adults. Lean meats, ocean fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, lentils, soybeans, quinoa, and low-fat cheese are all excellent choices. Including these regularly throughout the day ensures our bodies always have the material they need to rebuild and maintain muscle, instead of pulling it from our own legs. 2. Loss of endurance. When protein intake is too low to maintain muscle mass, our legs do not just get smaller, they lose endurance much faster. Endurance here is not simply the ability to walk far, but the capacity to sustain muscle strength over time without fatigue. It is like a battery. If muscles are strong and well-nourished, That battery charges fully and holds energy for a long time. But if muscles are weak and deprived of protein, the battery is smaller and drains quickly, leaving us breathless after just a few flights of stairs or heavy-legged after only a short walk. This happens because protein does more than build new muscle fibers. It also supports the maintenance of the energy-producing structures inside muscle cells, especially the mitochondria, the body's power plants. Without enough protein, the ability to repair and maintain these mitochondria declines, lowering energy output. The result is quicker muscle fatigue, slower reflexes, and a noticeable drop in stamina compared to before. A study published in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia and Muscle found that just a few weeks of inadequate protein intake can cause a clear loss in muscle mass along with reduced exercise. Endurance. For older adults, this decline happens even faster because the body is less responsive to nutrients and takes longer to recover after physical activity. Picture a morning when we decide to walk to the local market. A distance that once took only 10 minutes now feels like a challenge because halfway there our legs already feel heavy. Or imagine climbing just a few steps and feeling our legs tremble while our heartbeat races unexpectedly. These changes are not simply an unavoidable part of aging. They are a direct consequence of muscles weakening from a lack of proper nourishment. The solution is to pair adequate protein intake with light endurance training that keeps the muscles active and capable of sustaining movement. Brisk walking, stationary cycling, lifting light weights, or even simple sit-to-stand exercises can help maintain stamina. When muscles are fueled with enough protein and regularly engaged in activity, endurance can be rebuilt, allowing our legs to carry us for many more years without leaving us winded halfway. 3. Higher risk of falls. Strong muscles are not only what help us walk and climb stairs with ease. They are also a safety net that keeps us steady when the unexpected happens. When our daily protein intake falls short, the muscles in our legs and hips weaken, making it harder to maintain control of our body's center of gravity. That loss of stability leaves us more likely to stumble, especially when standing up quickly, stepping over an obstacle, or walking on uneven ground. Our reflexes also depend on muscle strength and how quickly signals travel from the nervous system. When muscles are weak, they contract more slowly. Combined with age-related slowing of nerve conduction, our reaction time before losing balance stretches out. Even a fraction of a second's delay can be enough to cause a fall, leading to serious injuries like a hip fracture or a dislocated knee. Several studies on people over 60 have found that eating too little protein can raise the risk of falling by as much as 30% compared to those who meet their daily needs. The most vulnerable are those with low muscle mass and reduced muscle strength, particularly in situations where a quick reaction is needed. Imagine walking through the kitchen one morning and slipping slightly on a damp patch of floor. If the thigh and hip muscles are strong, we instantly tense the legs, lower our center of gravity, and regain balance. But if the muscles are weak, the body may not react in time, and the fall could result in months of recovery. For older adults, healing from such injuries often takes far longer, and in some cases, full mobility may never return. Reducing this risk is not only about getting enough protein each day, it also involves maintaining regular balance and strength exercises. Simple movements like standing on one leg, stepping sideways, or using resistance bands to work the hip muscles can be done right at home. With stronger muscles and quicker reflexes, the chances of falling drop significantly, making everyday life safer and more confident. We have now seen 3 clear reasons why eating too little protein after 60 can cause leg muscles to weaken quickly. First, a lack of protein slows muscle synthesis, leading to gradual muscle loss. Second, weaker muscles reduce endurance, making walking or climbing stairs far more challenging. Third, diminished muscle strength and slower reflexes increase the risk of falls and serious injuries. The good news is, we can change this outcome. by getting enough protein from natural foods like fish, lean meat, eggs, dairy, beans, nuts, and whole grains, and pairing it with sensible daily activity, our legs can be nourished and protected. Each protein-rich meal is not just fuel, but an investment in the freedom and independence of every step we take. If you found this video helpful, we would truly appreciate it if you gave it a like, shared it with your loved ones, and subscribed to our channel so you do not miss future health topics. Do you regularly pay attention to how much protein is on your plate? Share your thoughts in the comments so we can learn from each other.